Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to episode 119 of In Focus Friday. Now last week we had a look at a new dragon-themed round from Provident Metals, the Aztec. Very, very cool, albeit quite hard to pronounce dragon. Quetzalcoatl, as I've been reliably informed by Macias and a number of others down in the comment section last week, so thank you for correcting my pronunciation. If you haven't checked that out, well worth a look. The link is in the description below. Now, thank you for voting if you did. As you can see, the Gold Gilded Maple Leafs were the winner from last week's vote. The Cool Beans Beans came in second, and the Giant Stack of Pigs with the UK Dead and Dying Pig in third. So if you want to vote for those again, they will be returning at the end of this episode with one new additional item. So stick around and cast your vote. This week, however, we are going to be focusing on some Gold Gilded Maple Leafs. And I've picked these up, I say pick these up, I won these, in fact, in the Silver Forum Christmas raffle for 2018. Very, very cool pieces indeed. We'll talk a little bit about Gold Gilded coins in general, whether or not they might well be worth investing in or not. But just a quick note to say that thank you to Augur on the Silver Forum for donating these as a prize. Very, very generous of you indeed, and you help, and so do a lot of other people, to make this forum a very cool place indeed to be. So thank you. Now these actually are my first gold gilded coins that have ever really kind of graced my vaults, so to speak. I've had a couple of gold gilded coins, I suppose, in the form of the Ares God of War and the Poseidon God of the Sea coins, but those aren't really the same category as these ones. These are just bullion coins which have had certain features gold gilded rather than those which are specifically collectible numismatics with just an additional little feature. So these are brand new to me. I haven't really dabbled in investing in gold gilded coins, and I'll tell you exactly for why, because I really don't necessarily think that they are worth it as an investment. Certainly if you're buying from kind of mint issue and you're paying the larger premiums that come on them, they do hold pretty high initial asking prices a lot of the time, and I haven't seen them really hold that value on a secondary market. You'll see a lot of these coins listed on eBay for £65-70 sometimes, but then when you look at the sold listings, there aren't very many, and the few that come up on auctions will maybe get £25-30 at best. So you can see they're a bit of a risky investment in terms of, buy for a certain price and sell for a certain price. That said, I don't think that there isn't a place for them. I think that if done very well, they can be, very attractive looking. I have to say this particular one, and this is no reflection on Augur at all, it's just a prize that he gave for the Christmas giveaway. But this one, you can see that the gold gilding has kind of leaked over the edge of the maple leaf there, and it is spilled over onto the back of the coin a little bit. So it's not necessarily the highest quality standard of gold gilding on this particular coin. Which I guess brings me to another little interesting point, is that essentially gold gilding is something that you can do on your own at home. If you get the right equipment, if you get the right chemicals and right setup, you can do it. And I remember when I got started here on YouTube, I remember watching Pit Bullion gold gild a whole bunch of different hand-poured silver bits and bobs, and I was fascinated by his setup and how he did it. I even researched briefly about maybe getting some of that set up for myself so that I could gold gild some of my own hand-poured silver. I never really got around to it. I didn't really think it was worthwhile. And a lot of you might be thinking, well, Backyard Bullion, maybe the price that's commanded by these coins is the fact that there's gold on there. There must be like a gram of gold which is worth £30. That's why these are worth, or listed at, 50, £60 at issue price. Well, I hate to burst the bubble, but there's probably micrograms of gold on this coin instead of grams. Gold gilding is incredibly thin. It's incredibly, it's just minuscule amounts of gold. It's enough to make it look pretty, and I have to say that the gold gilding does make this maple leaf stand out quite a bit. It does look pretty cool, but you can see just how thin it is. At the bottom of this maple leaf here, you can see that there's almost sort of that silvery colour shining through the very, very thin layer of gold. So in terms of adding value to the coin in that kind of gold metal value, it's negligible. It really is absolutely negligible. And because these can be kind of done by pretty much anybody, with some with better degrees of success than others, it's very difficult to know what is an official one, what is an official coin with a specific mintage, if there's a certain released by a certain mint or manufacturer or whatever it might be. It's very difficult to know, and that's always put me off investing in them. So I've said a lot of negative things about gold gilding. I want to say some positive stuff about it because I do think that it's interesting. I think that it's fun. I think that if it's something that you are keen on as a kind of collectible set or run and you enjoy doing those things, then definitely this is for you. I have to say, from getting my hands on one and seeing them, they look pretty cool, despite the fact that there's a few little quality issues with this one and the other maple leaf, with the gold kind of bleeding over the edge of the maple there. I would have to say that they're quite fun and I enjoy them, and if I was presented with buying some of these at a at a low premium price, I'd probably pick them up and just enjoy them. Certainly have them here to feature on my YouTube channel every now and again. But back to my negativity side of things, I would not pay the £50–60 for certainly this one. There are going to be other coins out there which will hold better premiums, which will have, of course, different styles of, the gold gilding. It might just be on the lettering, or it might be on the queen side. Who knows? There are, of course, lots of different things. These particular ones just gold gilded onto a maple leaf. The maple's fantastic. It looks great. But at the end of the day, the silver coin is just a maple. And you can see that I'm happily handling this with bare hands for a couple of reasons. One, it's a Christmas prize draw gift. It's not something I really want to go and sell straight away. If at all, it's nice. I enjoy it, and it reminds me of the Silver Forum, and that's part of what I enjoy about this community, being able to get things which I would not normally have got. So I won, I think it was last year, I got 2 gold leaf banknotes, or solid gold banknotes. They were like 1 gram of gold, I think, for these banknotes. Very, very cool indeed. And I would never have bought them. I'd never have bought them at all. But this time we have got this, and that's really cool. Mrs. Backyard Bullion enjoyed it too. When I showed her what had come in the post, she was very happy to see it. That's, I guess, what it's all about. If you enjoy something, if you enjoy stacking, if you enjoy collecting, then that's sort of the name of the game, really. I'd love to know your opinions, though, on gold gilded coins, on this particular coin indeed. Have you ever seen the kind of bleeding over the edge of these maples before? I have to say, I've never really looked up close to some of these gold gilded coins before. I mean, even down here on the kind of stem of the maple, you can see that the colour is not really taken all the way up the stem, and it's sort of bled over a little bit. But I've never really had them up close to a camera, or really had a pay much attention to them to see what the quality's like. Is this normal? Is this different? So please do comment down below with your thoughts on the condition, and also just generally on gold gilded coins, what your thoughts are about them. So there we go, some gold gilded maple leaves, courtesy of Augur over on the Silver Forum. Thank you very much indeed. Now, the next item of business is to cast some votes for next week's episode of In Focus Friday. So returning items, we have got the giant stack of piggies. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit here. So the giant stack of piggies, we've also got the UK lunar pig there, so it's going to be all about pigs. If you choose this stack, I'll be doing a compare and contrast between how to do it right and how not to do it right. And for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know which coin I'm referring to when I say how not to do it right. It's not a very good coin, this Royal Mint lunar pig. But anyway, if you'd like to see the piggies, then please do vote piggies. Next item is the returning Cool Beans beans. So some hand-poured MK bars pieces from Silver Bean Counter. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more about those and a little bit more about Silver Bean Counter, then please do vote down below. And then the next item is a brand new coin that I have recently picked up. It's one which I did a kind of pick up on goldsilver.be, our Belgian bullion dealer friend, because I liked it and I wanted to share it potentially with you guys on In Focus Friday. And that is the Cameroonian Imperial Dragon. A fair few of them were picked up in this last group order, so they are very interesting. I have no doubt that they'll look pretty swish up close to the camera, an interesting reverse as well. So if you'd like to see that, please do comment down below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed seeing these gold gilded maple leaves, then please make sure that you hit that like button. It really does a lot to help share the video around through the YouTube algorithm. And if you would like to see future episodes of In Focus Friday, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get a notification when those videos go live, hit the alarm bell as well. And of course, I have a huge playlist now of 118 other episodes of In Focus Friday. So if you'd like to go back and see where it all began with episode 1, the playlist is down below as well. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. A massive thank you to you all for watching. I've got something pretty cool to share with you guys over this coming weekend, so make sure that you stick around and watch that. It's a Crafts and Creators special, and it's going to be a pretty fun video tomorrow, so make sure you stick around and watch that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.